Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Why Mega Evolve. Now, earlier last week we talked about Mega Stoutland, and today we're going to be talking about Mega Watchog. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a brief explanation what this series is about. Now, every week we'll be picking two Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or want a Mega Evolution for. Now, this is based off my opinion alone, and no one else's. Now, if you guys do not like my opinion, then please post your opinions in the comment section down below about what would you keep, what would you change, and etc. And at the end of every video, I will be telling you guys which Pokemon we're going to be talking about the following day. So with that said, here is Mega Watchog. Now, first things first, obviously I couldn't find a Mega Watchog picture because there really wasn't any fan art for it, so I had to use a regular Watchog picture, so I do apologize and you're just going to have to deal with it. But nonetheless, Watchog is ass. Like, he is like garbage, complete ass. The only thing he's useful for is pretty much just for shiny hunting. I've seen a lot of people use it, and I think they're using it for the Illuminate ability, which pretty much raises your likelihood to meet other wild Pokemon. So pretty much, I think it doubles your encounter rate in the wild. So I know a lot of people use Watchog for that pretty much that sole purpose. But other than that, Watchog is just ass. Worst Pokemon in competitive play, in my opinion. Like, I'm not just saying that because like it's bad. Like, oh, I wouldn't say that because it is bad, but like compared to other Pokemon, this thing is just trash. Like, I actually like its design. Like, I honestly really do. But this thing needs a Mega Evolution. Like, or just an evolution in general. I'm sorry, but this thing is just complete ass. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, and like, every time when I keep making a list, I'm like, damn it, I forgot to add Watchog. But I finally remembered, and we're going to be talking about it today. So as you can tell from what I've done to its stats, I did increase everything but left its special attack alone. Honestly, there's no reason for me to increase its special attack. It's more like a physical attacker as well. Granted, like I said, when it comes to normal type Pokemon, if you guys watched my previous videos, that normal type Pokemon get access to like different typing moves like Flamethrower and Ice Beam, and Watchog is no example. I'm actually looking at Watchog's move pool on Cerebi, and it gets access to Thunder, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Flamethrower. This thing gets access to Ice Beam. No, it doesn't. So like, you got really good variety of moves that Watchog can learn special wise, but I wanted to make this thing a physical attacker because, to be honest, I think it would work way more better in competitive play as a physical attacker. So I just decided to leave its special attack alone at base 60. Now, for its physical attack, I increased it from base 85 to base 105. Now, you'll understand why I've done that in a sec. Obviously, if you could not tell by now, honestly, once its attack is doubled, this thing is just going to be brute power. But anyways, I wanted to increase it to base 105. I didn't want to overly dramatically increase its physical attack because that way it'll be just beyond powerful. This thing is just going to be just so fucking brutal in competitive play. I mean, that's what I kind of want Watchog to be, but there has to be a point where you have to stop. If that makes sense. But anyways, base 105 for its physical attack, I honestly think is a very good stat to actually stop on if you understand why. But next, for its defenses, I increased them both from base 69 to base 95. With Watchog being a normal type, the only weakness that it has is fighting, and its defenses are complete trash, so I wanted to increase him a good amount to base 95. That way he will be a little bit more bulkier than he was at base 69. Base stats, and it's like this Pokemon is just meant to be very garbage-like. Like, I want this thing to be very good, and that's what I'm doing. I wanted to increase its defenses, make this thing a little bit more bulkier. Maybe it'll be able to eat up a couple hits here and there. So I think base 95 for its defenses is actually pretty decent. And for its speed, I increased it from base 77 to base 110. I've always envisioned like Watchog being very fast for some reason. I don't even know what Watchog's like, what the animal Watchog's based off of. I want to say squirrel or a raccoon, but I don't at the same time because I don't want to. I honestly don't know for sure, but I've always envisioned Watchog being very fast, so I increased it dramatically from base 77 to base 110. I think base 110 in speed, this thing is going to be a very, very viable Pokemon in competitive play. But anyways, as a regular Watchog, its base stat is at 420, and with a Mega Evolution, it's going to be at 520. Now, this is the part where I actually wanted to talk about the most. Now, you guys already know, if you're a longtime viewer on my channel, that I pretty much used a lot of I used the huge power ability a lot when it came to these Y Mega Evolve videos, because like when it comes to these type of videos, I want to make the Pokemon like better, and the whole point of a Mega Evolution is to make the Pokemon better, like I said, and make them somewhat overpowered. And Pokemon like Tyranitar, Metagross, Salamence, Garchomp, like pseudo legends like those, got a Mega Evolution, and it was pretty much pointless. Granted, the only reason why they got them, and through like, from the best of my knowledge, was because it's mostly just fan service. But anyways, like, Game Freak missed the opportunity to give a lot of Pokemon I honestly need, like either an evolution or just a Mega Evolution in general. Like he didn't give them one. Or like, for instance, Watchog. Watchog was probably like number one of an example for a Pokemon to receive a Mega Evolution, nonetheless like an evolution. So I always use like huge power a lot when it came to the Y Mega Evolve videos. I try to cut down on using the ability, which I've done if you guys have been watching my series, but I said I will be using the ability again if it comes to that point where I think it needs it. And I think Watchog is a very good example of, I really want huge power as its ability for its Mega Evolution. Now let me explain why. Now, I honestly think that giving this thing the huge power ability is going to make this thing very, very viable in competitive play. It gets access to quite a few decent physical type attacks like Low Kick, Zen Headbutt, and if you go down to its egg moves, it gets access to Pursuit, Iron Tail, Assurance, Revenge, and if you go down to the tutor moves, it gets access to like Aqua Tail, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Iron Tail, Knockoff, C-Bomb, Low Kick. I mean, there's a lot of good moves that it gets access to, and I think being a physical model will be very, very good for this thing. And even if I increase its attack sky high to like maybe like base 120 or base 130, it isn't gonna cut it. I wanted this thing to get huge power because I wanted to give like all like the beginning Pokemon, well, at least one of the beginning Pokemon in every generation that you usually catch at the beginning of your journey. Like for instance, in like first gen you get Rattata, second gen you get Centring, in third gen you get Zigzagoon, in fourth gen you get Bidoof, and in fifth gen you get what's the pre-evolution of Watchog? Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. And then in 6th gen you get Bunnelby, and Diggersby got huge power, and I honestly think that's a very good ability for it. And I really would like to see at least one of the beginning Pokemon in each generation get huge power, and I think that Watchog is a prime example of actually getting access to this ability. And if Game Freak gives huge power to Watchog, this thing is just going to be a very, very good Pokemon to use in competitive play. It's going to be a lot more bulkier, its speed's actually pretty decent at base 110, and its physical attack being a base 210 with the huge power ability. Once again, this thing is just going to be amazing in competitive play. I mean, looks can be deceiving, I understand that, but at the same time, I think the ability fits it very, very well. But with all that, that's the reason why I've given it the huge power ability. Now for its typing, I just decided to leave it alone. I was thinking about making this thing either part fighting or part dark, or yeah, maybe fighting or dark, but I once again left it alone as normal. I didn't really think it needed another typing. I mean, granted, it gets access to quite a few fighting type moves, so I could have given this thing the fighting type characteristics just to add on another stab type move onto this thing. But once again, there is Watchog. So anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now the next Pokemon we are going to be talking about, we're going to be jumping back to 2nd gen again, but this Pokemon I've been wanting to talk about for a while, as well as a lot of other Pokemon, and that is Fortress. Yes, so I believe next week let me check the date. Okay, so later down the line this week, we are going to be talking about Mega Fortress, so stay tuned for that. But once again, like I said, anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, because I've been wanting to talk about Watchog for a while, don't forget to hit that like button. Also don't forget to comment and subscribe. So once again, later down the line, we're going to talk about Fortress. So this is White Boy for the win, and I'll catch you guys later.